Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Employability Live podcast. You're joining us today. It's me, Layla from Grad Prentice, Wendy as well, and Sam from Tern. Today's topic is going to be on what is more important, technical skills or interpersonal skills. So we're going to start it off with Wendy, actually. Then,
yeah. Technical abilities versus I don't like to call them soft skills. Some people call them soft skills, but they're basically either essential skills or, like Layla described them, interpersonal skills. Particularly when you are, sort of embarking on looking for work, it's really important to realize or identify what it is that you need to develop in yourself. Most people will probably say, oh, there is a fine balance. You need to have your skills plus your interpersonal skills as well. But I come from a different school of thought. I have a definite yes or no. So for me, I think the most important ones are having interpersonal skills or the essential skills over having technical ability. The reason being, technical ability can be taught. And in most instances, when you enter a company, they may have certain ways of doing things, and it may actually work to the advantage of the employer to be able to nurture you and train you in those techniques that they use in a certain way. You're more moldable when you are not fixed and tied to a particular skill set in terms of technical ability. So in terms of things like interpersonal skills or essential skills, so things like communication, timekeeping, being conscientious at work, managing people, managing conflict, all those kind of things, these are things that cannot be taught. These are things that you either learn through experience or things that you have built up as you're in university, as you work on projects, as you build your portfolio. So whatever experience you can get it, because that will develop your interpersonal skills. So for me, it's definitely interpersonal skills over technical ability.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Wendy. What's your take on this, Sam?
Yeah, similar kind of thing. Yeah, similar kind of thing, really. I feel like your kind of technical skills, if you like, probably get you through the door of agencies through looking at your portfolio and your work and what you can produce visually. But it's definitely your more interpersonal skills that will keep you there, that will get you through the interview and how you're going to be perceived during your internship and things like that. That's how people are going to remember you more, is who you are as a person, how you deal with the jobs that you're given to do, and how you become part of the team and have that kind of good work ethic throughout.
Yeah. So I do agree with both Wendy and Sam on this. A lot of the time when I do speak to employers, or even when we do read, the Edge UK has come up with a few reports saying that the soft skills are more valued than the practical skills, because again, practical skills can be taught, but interpersonal skills are key, because we are, as much as the technical skills are great to have, we are going to be working with people, and to get along with people and do things the right way is just invaluable. They would like to have a more peaceful environment around them, and things to go smoothly, and having the right kind of people, the right attitude counts for a lot. Happier companies do essentially make more money as well, and there has been some reports linked to that. So yeah, I think it's fair to say we all are in agreement that the soft skills come first. But another question would come then. So how do we help students develop these soft skills? What tips do you guys have? And can we ask Sam on this one as well?
Yeah, I think it's quite helpful to work in groups. Quite often within university, so on projects, like just encourage people to sort of team up a little bit or work together, even in a kind of study buddy relationship, because ultimately that's what you're going to be doing in the industry. Whether you need to learn to work with other people, So whether that is, your teammate, your client, whatever it is, that's a good way to, well, the only way really to learn is to do. So I think the more that you can team up with other people and collaborate, the better.
Yeah. Just on that, actually, that was one of the key links that we've added to Grad Apprentice. When the students are working with us, they actually do a personal development plan with Wendy, which kind of helps them develop those core skills. And, we kind of work with them so we know how they work, how they start out and where they go. But I think, Wendy, you can give more feedback on that.
For me, I think the key thing, especially when you're on a journey of personal development, is always seeking feedback. There's no point in you sort of working in a team and not having a time to reflect, to actually see whether what you're doing is actually productive. Mm-hmm. Is it impacting the team in the right way? So when we do personal development plans, Layla will do the training. She'll provide me with, feedback. And sometimes when we do it as a two, Layla gives direct feedback to the students to tell them what they did really well, what they can improve on, so that in the end, you've got a work in progress. So getting feedback is really important, because in your head, you might feel like you're probably you're the best at communicating. Everyone will probably think the way they communicate is great. However, on the receiving end, it might not be received as you think or as you perceive it. So getting feedback, seeking feedback all the time is really key. So even if you do bits and pieces of work, let's say you're working on your portfolio or you're freelancing or you're in an internship, always seek out some kind of feedback from your line manager. Go to them and just ask them, have a regular meeting where you ask for feedback, like, oh, let me know how I'm doing, if there's anything I need to improve. And in that way, you are able to actually improve on the areas that you may not be as good at, or become more self-aware of what people think of you. And I think that's really key. So yeah, feedback is always good. Take it well. Sometimes it might not come as you think, but it's better to know and fix than for you to carry on without feedback. So yeah.
And just on that, take the pressure off, because most people that are coming out of uni are quite young, and it's a learning process, and you learn and you grow, and once you are in the environments of work, you will be picking up the social cues, if you will, and you will start knowing more about the culture of the company that you're going to be working with. So do a lot of research as well. Maybe you will find a company that's more that's more appealing to your personality type, So I guess that's from me. Does anybody else want to add anything else?
I think that's just that point. Be yourself. Don't feel like you need to change your personality to fit into somebody else's team. Definitely always stay true to who you are and find the company that suits that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Sam did just that. She found a company really early on and she stayed with them for how many years?
13. I've been very lucky.
You make the right decision when you find the right fit. So yeah, just understand yourself and try to find a company that really reflects or would be reflective of who you are. Wendy?
Yeah, I mean, just the same thing. I'll pick up on that, company culture is key. And obviously, when you do start working in a particular culture, understand it so that you know how you can also be a part of it and impact them positively.
Yeah. And if anybody needs any help on this end, please do contact us, Sam at Tern Heads, us at Grad Apprentice as well. We're more than happy to help you guys. So yeah, but for those people who are going on holidays, you guys, happy holidays. If not, if anybody is doing any work or that wants to do any workshops during the holidays, I will be doing some, so you can contact us as well. All right. So see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.